everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be starting Sketchbook 15. Yay! Okay, so I got a little excited to start this one, so I had already put a couple of stickers on here, but just a few. But today I thought it would be really fun to just start a new sketchbook, crack it open, and just explore, trying to see how this sketchbook feels, you know? I always like to try different types, so this one is spiral bound, which I think will kind of stop it from getting too chunky, but you know, I always like a challenge, so I'll do my best to like always make it chunky as always. But yeah, this one's a pretty good size. This one is definitely larger than my other one, but it is a horizontal sketchbook, meaning, you know, like it's more wide than tall. So I'll see how I work around that, but I'm kind of excited. I really want to start this one, and I already love the little bow that it has. But today I'm gonna be doing a little something different with my decoration. So ARRTX reached out to me again with a new acrylic marker set. These ones are water-based, 48 colors. So what I thought is I'm gonna make some stickers, and I'm gonna use these markers to paint and draw these stickers, and I'm gonna show y'all how I make my own stickers so that you can decorate your own sketchbook too, because you know, I don't always have the best stickers, so it would be really fun to try these out and just show you how they work, and also show you something you can do for your own sketchbooks if you want to. So come along with me to open these bad boys up and just review them overall in general. Also, as always, if you want to use me as background noise, I'm here for you. So yeah, let's go. Ta-da! Ooh, wait, these are actually really fancy. Little card. Oh, and they have the stickers! Wait, that's so cool. Okay, now I'm actually really excited to use these. Ooh! So there's one layer. There's the second layer. There's the third. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put the stickers on these. See which ones these are. Also, ARRTX kindly sent me this very nice sketchbook to try their markers out in, so I will be using this kind of as a swatch and also as the paper that I use for the stickers later on, so yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these markers because they felt very similar to my other ARRTX set that I had reviewed previously, except with a few couple differences. So first of all, the product itself is ready to use. You don't have to shake the actual product, you just gotta open the cap and use it, which I find really, really useful. I do find pumping markers a little bit tedious, and especially like even just shaking them, I'm very lazy. So these were very nice. I also noticed that they dried a lot faster, but I think that's probably because they are water-based, so they do run a little thinner than an actual acrylic paint. Now, as for the thickness of the paint itself, I think it kind of has an effect on how well they stack on top of each other, but that is what I'm going to talk about later on. But just swatching these was super smooth. They glided over this paper like butter, and I really, really enjoyed just swatching them, and some of the colors were super vibrant, and they were very true to the cap, simply because acrylic tends to dry a little darker than the actual cap color. So because these are water-based, these are definitely more accurate to the cap. The process of making these stickers, I mainly just stuck to two things: the markers and using color pencils for the sketching. I noticed that it gives kind of a bit of a pop of color rather than an actual just regular lead pencil. So I just used a blue color pencil to kind of lay down a light blue sketch, and then later on I covered it up with the paint. Although you can still see some of the marks, I feel like that gives it a little bit more of like an artsy look, which I really like. But yeah, most of these stickers don't really have much backstory to them. These are just random doodles that I remember drawing in like math homework or something like that, and I'm just turning them into stickers now. So yeah. So a little bit more about the markers. As I was painting my caterpillar, like actual caterpillar sticker, I noticed that they're very good for gradients. The only problem is stacking colors on top of each other kind of creates a paper dust, if that makes any sense. Kind of like how erasers make dust. After layering these markers for quite a bit, they do create a little bit of that texture. Once it dries, you can always just scrape it away or just like dust it off. The only thing is that it kind of leaves a little bit of a texture on the paper, but this is mostly for a lot of water-based materials. So I kind of expected it. It's not something I really like, but I guess I can always live with it, you know. This is not a big critique on the markers whatsoever, though. I really like these. I think the felt tip also provided a lot of good brush sizes. I always say this about brush tips, but I feel like they are the superior marker type tip. I really do not like bullet nib too much, but you know, I think overall these are really great. They worked well with each other. They're very creamy, like I said before. But yeah, I really like these. I enjoyed working with them. Okay, so now that the stickers are done, I wanted to show them off a little bit. Look at them, they're so cute. Oh my goodness, I love these stickers, how they came out. I love them so much. Okay, so now I'm gonna gently rip out the page. I love this book. You could just like cleanly just rip out the page. Okay, so now that we have the stickers, all we're gonna need is literally just tape and some scissors, and if you want an extra layer of stickiness for your stickers, some glue. This is the one that I use. This one's super strong. I really recommend this one. This one's great for gluing things down. It's the large purple one. So this one has been my goat every time I try to stick something onto my sketchbook. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make some stickers. I might be adding some glitter to some of them, and this will be something new that I'm trying out. But you know, even if it doesn't turn out perfect, I'm still really proud of these stickers. So yeah. Okay, so when you want to make the stickers, I suggest you have a little bit of parchment paper. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Just so that your stickers have a surface where they're not like permanently stuck onto once you put the tape on both sides. So I suggest using parchment paper or any slippery, non-sticky surface, just so that when you peel them off, you're not taking any of the stickiness away from it. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do is basically just do what a lot of people do. Put layers of tape over your sticker. So what I wanted to say here, and I realized I did a horrible job at trying to explain, was that you need to overlay your tape in order to prevent any exposed areas of paper. You want to avoid any exposed small tiny areas of paper, simply because over time the paper will fade and it will get a little crumpled or withered or whatever you want to call it. So that wear and tear will eventually bleed into the sticker if you don't fully cover it with tape. So that's just what I wanted to explain, that make sure there are not little specks or little edges here and there that are not covered by tape, because in the future it will start to either scratch off or fall off, etc. So yeah, that was just my tip. I might add glitter to this one, I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes. I have my glitter right here. Oh wait, actually I like that glitter effect. Nice. Okay, so once you've added the layer, I'm gonna flip it to the other side. I'm just gonna do a full-blown layer of tape underneath. So that way I peel off the ones from the other side and then I put them on here on this other side with just plain flat tape. Okay. So I'm gonna take this one I could just hold it like this because the back is still kind of, and just cut off any excess tape. Don't cut too far because you still want that little edge around the whole sticker. So it'll kind of have like double edges. So just think of this as the actual color that's going to show up. But if you make a big sticker, you're going to need to make just the outline of the tape a little bigger. And stick it right onto here. Like so. What I like to do is go in with a glue stick first and just roll it out like as if it were a rolling pin. And then with my nail, I just get out all the little air bubbles in the edges. Or you could just use the back of the scissors to kind of push the little air bubbles on the edges of the sticker out. So that'll really just keep everything in. And then, ta-da! This is the major step of completing your sticker. So now you just do this with all your stickers, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I might do this one later simply because there's like literally almost no space for this one. And also I didn't really enjoy how much this one came out compared to my other ones. So I'm just gonna keep this one in the background, and if I feel the need to add it, I will add it. But so far, these are all the stickers I made. I had to get a second piece of parchment paper because this one was just not big enough. But yeah, I'm super excited to start decorating. Yay! And now for the funnest part of the video, in my humble opinion. I always love taking out my giant stack of stickers and just trying to lay them all out. It's my favorite part. I love stickers. Honestly, I think I might have to grow my sticker collection a little more because I'm starting to use the same stickers over and over again. And to me, it's getting a little repetitive. So I'm on the hunt for new stickers. Honestly, I just wish I could join a sticker club, but your girl does not have the money for that. So I'm just gonna have to find like cheap stickers. But as always, I love decorating on this one. The only difference with this sketchbook is that it's a little textured on the front. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like a very crosshatch texture on it. It's very rough. So when I place down the stickers, I really have to like scratch at them so that they get into every little crevice, which is a little annoying. But if I want the sticker to stick, I'm gonna make them stick. And if that means putting some extra Elmer's glue on the back, then so be it. So I did a little bit of a different style when I was decorating my sketchbook. I mainly just decorated the corners of the sketchbook and added a couple little tiny stickers here and there, but I didn't really want to cover up the center because obviously that is where the main title of the sketchbook is, the art spiral sticker. But I did end up putting two of my favorite ones on the front cover, which was the little bento box and the little cat creature thing on the front. And I put the caterpillar one on the back along with another one, I believe. Or actually, no, I just did the caterpillar one. So yeah, those were a couple of my favorites. I am going to save the other two for, I don't know, probably future use. But I really hope that you learned something from my tutorial. I may not be the best at making tutorials because I kind of yap a lot and I don't really get the point across very clearly. So yeah, that's kind of my bad. But if you did end up learning something, I hope you made some wonderful, beautiful stickers. And yeah, that's probably it. Oh, also, I wanted to mention that ARRTX reached out to me and told me that they were going to have a sale March 25th. So if you're looking to get these markers that I got online for a little bit of a cheaper price, they're having a discount, which I will leave in the description, because your girl got your back, okay? She wants to make sure that you guys are getting the best prices for things out there and you're not spending full price, because I know I would not be wanting to spend full price for some markers. So just saying. Anyways, this video was a little bit of a different video because it's more like ASMR and just like, you know, putting things down, decorating. So if you use me as background noise, hello, wiki, we're back. And we're almost done. Wow. She looks super duper cute and I love all the stickers that I ended up using. Also, if you end up liking the style of editing, I might do more videos like this. I'm not sure. So sorry it took so long for this one to come out. I have been editing for weeks, but you know, personal life has been getting pretty busy. So yeah, I'll update you guys on the next time probably. I might do a little haul depending on what I buy in a certain place. But yeah, more details to be revealed. Okay, so I decided I was gonna save these two because obviously there's kind of no space, at least for what I planned. So I just put the caterpillar in the back. I really love this one, along with my ostrich land sticker. But yeah, yay! I'm super excited to start this. Finally! It's been so long since I have gone without a sketchbook because I wanted to make this video and I didn't want to go too far ahead and leave you guys out on the process of, you know, trying new things and making my own stickers. Yipee! They came out so cute. Oh my gosh. I love them so much. Sorry if this is not my usual lighting. This has been like kind of a gloomy, rainy-ish day. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the end result. Here's a closer look at all the work that I did today. And yeah, I really appreciate all your love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!